Hello, traders. FX Pip Collector here. Today is Tuesday, January 21st, and this is my PM video where we like to take a look at the euro dollar, the pound dollar, and I also take a look at gold because those are always the most popular pairs, and that's what people want to see. So we do a little recap in the evening. First thing first is I always like to check out the news calendar. Now, keep in mind that now that Trump's the new president, a lot of the big moves are probably going to happen based on maybe his interviews and what he does and what he signs and these different things. So pay attention to Trump news, which is not on the news calendar normally. So, anyways, we had CPI today for the CAD pairs. Definitely wasn't too bad. I ended up going long on the CAD Swiss. Wasn't too bad of a trade. This evening we have CPI for the Kiwi. So definitely keep an eye on that. The only problem with that news is it happens 15 minutes before the market turnover at 10 p.m. The market will turn over, which is the spreads get really wide at that time, so that's pretty inconvenient. And then tomorrow we got President Lagarde, the Central European Central Bank, speaking, and then these WEF meetings are continuing on, which these happen once a year, and it's top officials from 90 different countries. So these meetings are actually pretty important also. But really, that's pretty much it for tomorrow for news, that is. With President Trump, though, there definitely could be some unscheduled news events or unscheduled moves in the market. Really, it was a pretty big mover today, but if you think about it, really, it did nothing really happen because the market opened right here, and now we're right back to the price where the market originally opened. So it definitely did make a nice impulsive move down towards structure. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I say that if it rejects structure, that's normally a pretty good sign that it's gonna make another attempt to the trend. Like if it ejects, yeah, if it rejects structure to the move down, then it's probably gonna try to continue the uptrend. If it rejects structure to the move up, then it's probably gonna try to continue the downtrend. Either way, the trend is down on a higher time phase. Our last structure level is right here. If it breaks below above this structure level with momentum, I definitely will become a buyer long term. If it rejects this area and turns, I would still be looking for shorts because the trend is definitely still down until we break and hold above this level right here. So moving on to the pound dollar. Pound dollar is still very weak to the upside compared to the euro dollar, that's for sure. This move right here to me is looking very, very corrective. We're at the 50% level, so if you do get an impulsive turn at any of these Fibonacci levels, really, and like a nice impulsive engulfing move to the downside at any one of these levels, then I would definitely take it as a short. Now, as if it does decide to just keep on making higher highs, higher lows, and you don't get that break of structure at a Fibonacci level to the downside telling you to go short, but instead it decides to go up here and break this structure, then I definitely long term would turn into a buyer if it breaks and holds above this structure at the end of pullbacks. But until it does that, the trend is down. The trend is always your friend, so I would continue to look for shorts. If you did get a nice Fibonacci bounce back of structure, I'm telling you to go short. Moving on to gold. Gold broke above the structure today. I've been saying for a couple of weeks now that this is likely a wave C. Now, I got my Fibonacci extension on here, and the 100% Fibonacci extension of wave A is normally your target for a wave C. So if you know a little bit about Elliot wave, you know a little bit about Fibonacci, you can come up with some pretty accurate targets. This definitely looks to me like we're in a wave C. Most likely place for a wave C to go is the 100% Fibonacci extension, someplace around the 2770 and 2780 area is where I would expect this to finally end. Now that doesn't mean there won't be some pullbacks on sort of time phase. Who knows how it's going to get there? And if it does pull back, actually great news for us because that likely would give us another opportunity to go long at the end of that pullback. As long as it continues to make higher lows, higher lows. Yes, it did break down here, but compared to this structure down here, another higher low. As long as it continues that high low series, I would definitely be looking for longs every single chance I get. So, anyways, don't forget to join my free Discord channel, which is 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. And if you'd like to get access to all the benefits listed down here below that you see scrolling across the screen, you get all that for only $30 a month by signing up at my website, fxpipcollector.com. As always, thank you and happy trading.